Yo, what is good, yo? It's your boy Ty back here with another video. In this video today, we are going to be doing a squad builder. That squad builder is going to be if I had 1 million MT. So if you gave me 1 million MT, what is the squad I would build for the best chance to have success, whether it's in MyTEAM Unlimited, whether it's in a competitive level setting. In both of these, this is for both current and next gen. So it's not like this is just for current gen or next gen. What I'm going to give you is a squad for either gen that you can go out and have success with. Now, before we dive any further into this video today, if you guys are new to my channel and have not yet, please consider smashing that subscribe button as we are on the road to 70,000 subscribers. Now, the first thing I kind of suggest, guys, is if you're trying to build your squad, grind some of the spotlight sims, grind some of the gauntlet spotlight sims, because you can kind of take away a few pieces here and there and use some MT elsewhere. But this is a squad in case you don't have any reward cards. So we are going to be putting 10 players within this squad today. And we're going to start off at the point guard position. Now, it really came down between two different guys, and I'll break down both of them. Now, the guy that I'm going to plug in is point guard Warped Reality Ben Simmons. I think this is the card I'm most comfortable with right now at the point guard position. Now, some might argue, Ty, this is a card that's not going to be on here, so kind of spoiler alert. Why would you put in Ben over AK? They're similar prices. I think Ben is consistently just a little bit cheaper, but they give you different things, right? I think as far as if you have 1 million MT, you're going to need a point guard that can go get you a bucket in a variety of ways. So I'm more comfortable getting a bucket with Ben Simmons, whereas I like AK's release better. AK obviously defensively might be a little bit better, but I'm just overall more comfortable with Ben Simmons. So if you're going to give me a player to start my team for 200,000 MT, I'm probably leaning towards the dark matter Ben Simmons. Whether you're current gen or next gen, the dude's going to be able to move. He's going to be able to perform offensively and defensively at a very high level. Next, at the shooting guard position, we're going to go with a card who is kind of, I don't want to say slept on in the MyTEAM community, but a card who definitely is not talked about at all. Yealin, for being 7 feet tall, is overshadowed by some of the cards that he shouldn't be, right? The card is 10,000 MT, and at 7 feet tall with his stats and his badges, he should honestly be more expensive. I like his release. I like how he feels. And especially if you give him maybe a speed shoe, maybe a defensive shoe, you can find one with a shoe boost. The dude can do it all. There's not a thing Yealin can't do. So if you got a backcourt of Ben Simmons and 6'10", 7 feet tall, you kind of already know where I'm going with this lineup. Yes, I mean, with my small forward, we're gonna go with another guy who is quite a bit of MT, but he's just the card with my squad, especially my starters, who offensively I don't need him to do much. He can just kind of stand there, catch the ball, shoot the ball, make plays if necessary, but also be a decent enough defender at 7 feet tall. So that's why I'm plugging him in there for 10,000 MT. And at the small forward position, there's no question who I'm going with. We're going to go with the Team USA, LeBron James. It really came down to, do I think LeBron James is more valuable, or do I think Andre Kirilenko is more valuable? And if I think we're talking both gens, I think LeBron's that man. XM base, 6'9", and the dude can legitimately do it all. And he's only 200,000 MT. So if you got 1 million MT, yes, you can build basically the best squad, and not the best squad in the game, but a top squad in the game for 1 million MT. And LeBron's definitely a part of that. So between Ben Simmons and LeBron, you're probably looking at nearly 450,000 MT. But I'm fine with spending it because these two guys are elite. There's not anything these guys can't do. Now, if you're one of those guys on current gen that needs the Curry escape, you're going to absolutely hate my starting lineup because there's not going to be one player on here who can curry. Ben can't curry, Yealin can't curry, and LeBron definitely can't curry. But all these cards are going to be very good on the defense end. If you want to put LeBron at the 2, Yealin at the 3, you can do that. If you want to plug in Jonathan Isaac instead of Yee, you can do that as well. This is where I would lean, though, if I had 1 million MT to start things off. Power forward, we're going to go with probably the cheapest card you're going to see on this team today. In the Galaxy Opal Team USA Pantheon set, Anthony Davis. A Disney teaming up with LeBron. No duo boost, nothing like that. But you look at the Team USA Anthony Davis here. Just go ahead and look at his stats and badges and tell me that Anthony Davis cannot compete at the highest level. Just do that for me. I mean, yes, he's not quite as good as the Dark Matter AD probably, but the card is 6,000 MT. Like if you think about things, 6,000 MT is basically quick sell value. That's how people value Anthony Davis, and he should be valued higher than that. I like Anthony Davis. I always have liked the way he moves, the way he feels. Release-wise is going to be incredible. I think he has hot spots everywhere. Like, you're not going to notice it. If I gave you this Anthony Davis, outside of maybe the numbers, if I gave you this Anthony Davis compared to the Dark Matter A Disney, you will not notice a difference. I promise you they're going to play the exact same for you. So the Galaxy Opal Team USA Pantheon AD was one of the first guys I plugged into this lineup as kind of a no-doubter selection. Center position, we're going to plug in Kristaps Porzingis, a card for 100,000 MT. Literally search Kristaps, buy now. One popped up for 100K. It's been there for 5 minutes. So he's right at that 100K price point. KP gives you a stretch big at 7'3" that can do it all, right? That's really the main thing. And if you look across the board at my starting lineup, the average height is 6'11", 7 foot, and I absolutely love that. Nobody's below 6'9", so it's not like there's a liability anywhere across the board. You got a mix of assets, right? AD's probably maybe a better defender than offensive player. Braun probably might be the same. Then you got KP, who's definitely better on the offensive end, but again, it's not like defensively he's going to be a liability. You look at the starting lineup, yes, it costs right around the 550K to 600K price point. I do not have a problem paying that for this type of a lineup. You guys might argue, well, Yalen's not really competitive level. I'd argue for you guys to take a deeper look into what he can give you in your squad. 7 feet tall as a shooting guard position with a decent release. I think he is more than serviceable at that 2 guards. That's the starting lineup I'm going with. Starting off the bench, we're going to go with the point guard, who is probably one of the best budget point guards in the game, both current and next gen, and Magic Johnson. Yes, if you were strictly next gen, you probably want Nicholas Batum, but if we're talking both gens, there's not a card that's going to do it better than the Team USA Magic Johnson card. 35,000 MT, yes, that's not a mistake. 35,000 MT for that Magic, who plays basically like the Invincible Magic. You can compare that Magic to the Invincible, and if you have them and you're playing with both of them, trust me when I say you're not going to notice the difference. So for 35,000 MT, 6'9", he can curry. The only downfall is really that release, right? That's the problem with Magic Johnson that so many people have, is they're not great with his release. And I can't sit here and gas it like I'm the best with his release. But what I can say is he's going to be great on defense. He's going to move well. Definitely probably movement-wise might be better on current gen than next gen, because this Magic will be able to run. I'm a big fan of what Magic can give you. And pairing him up in the backcourt with a guy in the new Team USA Michael Jordan cards. So you're going to see a lot of Team USA cards. You already have seen 4 within this video today. Now you're not going to see any more. But that's a 60,000 MT card in Michael Jordan. Another basically invincible card. If you watch my video comparing the invincible cards to the All-Star Team USA Pantheon cards, you know my thoughts on it. You can play MJ at the shooting guard position, his best position, and he is going to feel like the invincible card. For 95,000 MT, you can have a backcourt of Magic Johnson and Michael Jordan. Not only big names, but they're good cards to use. They're fun cards to use, and there's cards that a lot of people will, like I said, have fun using. Most people don't like using a card like Yalen, but if they get the chance to use a card like Michael Jordan, you're going to have a lot more fun using that card. And when it comes down to it, the game's supposed to be for fun. So if you have a good player that's fun, that his name is Michael Jordan for 65,000 or for 60,000 MT, I can't pass up that opportunity. At the 3, we're going to plug in a guy who I'm not the biggest fan of in the Dark Matter Chris Webber card. I will be the first to say it. I'm not the biggest fan of this card, but he goes for 25,000 MT, and he's got mid-50s Hall of Fame badges in his stats badges. He's basically an invincible level card. Now, if you get his release down, that's what he's going to do for you. He's going to knock down shots at a high level. You're not going to really want to dribble the ball too much with Chris Webber on the offensive end, but you shouldn't have to if you're running with Magic and MJ. You should just knock down shots on the offensive end. Defensively, he's going to get decent enough animation. He's going to get rebounds for you. Going to just be able to hold it down. I kind of want to compare him to a complete polar opposite of LeBron. When you have LeBron out there, you're going to probably knock down more. You're going to probably do more offensively with LeBron than Chris Webber. But on the flip side of things, LeBron's also 200K and Chris Webber is 1/4 or 1/10 of that price. So that's why I have Chris Webber there at that backup small forward position. Probably not the best card in the game. Definitely not the most hyped up card on this list, but a card that you should not sleep on in plugging into your lineup. We have 2 spots left, nearly 350,000 MT to work with. This squad wouldn't be what it is without Pink Diamond Bobo. Now, for 30 to 40,000 MT, you're going to be able to find a pink diamond Bobo with some extra Hall of Famers. You will. And that's my main goal for you guys. If you're on next gen, try to find a Bobo that fits you next gen, specifically badge wise. If you're on current gen, try to find a pink diamond Bobo that fits you current gen badge specific wise. Now here's the thing with Bobo. Think of Kristaps Porzingis, but think of a better version of Kristaps for a way cheaper price. That's kind of what I'll say with Bobo. Movement wise is better. Release wise, literally the same. Bobo is a card that I don't have the invincible Bobo. I'll run the pink diamond Bobo probably until endgame, and I don't have a problem with it. Yes, there's a difference. The invincible Bobo is definitely better, but for 30 or 40,000 MT to pass up on the pink diamond Bobo, you would be absolutely wild to do that. If you compare Bobo to the likes of some of the top bigs in the game, even the guy I'm going to have as my next player, Bobo can compete with any of these cards. David Robinson at the 4 or pink diamond Bobo. On current gen at least, give me Bobo. As crazy as that sounds, that's how I value pink diamond Bobo. Last but certainly not least, the most expensive card that you guys are going to see today, the invincible Kareem Abdul Jabbar is going to be the card that I spend the majority of my MT left on. All of my MT left. 300 to 350,000 for big invincible Kareem. So you look at my bench, Magic, MJ, Chris, wherever you can get for just over 100,000. Bobo 30,000. So then you got Kareem looking at probably 450,000 on my bench, whereas my starters are close to 550,000 MT. Kareem Abdul Jabbar. Stat wise, he's an invincible card. Badge wise, he's an invincible card. Center power forward wise, he is the best card in the game to play at that center position. Yes, you can maybe argue Taco, but I would rather run Kareem just because of his release and how comfortable I am shooting the ball with him from the 3-point line. Animations defensively, you're not going to find better than Kareem. It says he only has a 7'5" wingspan, but that kind of, I don't necessarily agree with that because he's 7'2", his wingspan feels larger than 7'5", and honestly, his player build's just immaculate, and his release is immaculate. If you're on current gen, I'm telling you guys this right now. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is a card for his price that's still not priced bad. If you want an invincible card that badly, get Kareem. He's probably the best bang for your buck if you are looking for an invincible card to add to your lineup. So if I was given 1 million MT, this is probably the lineup I would try to accomplish getting. Now, yes, in some of the budget areas, right, where you're talking about Yalen, where you're talking about Weber, not AD is a stable, but Yalen, Weber, those are maybe the ones that could go either way. If you want to include AK over a guy like Ben Simmons or LeBron, I don't have a problem with that either, but this is the squad that I would probably be the most comfortable running. Comment your squad down below. Let me know who I missed out on, who's like a great budget beast that you could plug in there for a guy like Yalen. Let me know that down below in the comments, and who's a big baller that I just missed out on instead of a Kareem, Ben Simmons, or LeBron. I hope you guys did enjoy the video. Drop a like on the video, subscribe if you are new, and as always, man, I love you guys, and have a blessed day.